purpose of this video is to account for the evidence that supports the Big Bang Theory. Dr. Square was in a room and he saw a piano go by. He's got eyes in the back of his head. And he was asked himself, why'd that happen? And he came up with a logical solution. Something must have made the piano move. In this case, a trebuchet. Now, later on he heard a sound, and he asked himself, what is this sound? So he took out a stethoscope and he listened, and he heard a crunch, crunch, crunch. And then he moved the stethoscope and he heard a crunch, crunch, crunch. And he moved it again and again and again. And he said, I heard the same sound everywhere. Therefore, he deduced that the same sound meant the same source. And he came up with the source must be ants. Now, this has to do with the Big Bang because if you look up in the heavens, most of the galaxy's lights are redshifted. And that means that all these galaxies are moving away from us. And this supports the idea of the Big Bang because the Big Bang is the origin of the universe, and the evidence for it is this redshifted the redshifted galaxy's light in the background microwave radiation. Now, if you think of here's Earth, here are these galaxies, and they're all moving away, and they're all sending this red-shifted light back at Earth. Therefore, whatever made them move was in the past. And if I bring in the galaxies, then they're going to come together and be concentrated on one spot. And that's essentially the Big Bang. That this spot at the center of the universe was where everything sort of came from and erupted. As well as you've got this, as the universe moves outward, it shoots back this cosmic radiation, cosmic background microwave radiation. Now, in the scenarios that we began with, you got the piano and the galaxies, and the observation is that in both they're moving away or moving past something, and therefore the deduction is that something had to make them move. The piano, we ran with the trebuchet that made it move, and the galaxies, whatever made them move had to be big and a huge explosion or a huge occurrence, and that occurrence was or is thought to be the Big Bang. The other scenario is the ants in the walls. And as Dr. Square looked in the walls, he found that there was the same noise and the same types of radiation in every direction in space. Therefore, the deduction is that they must all have the same source. With the source is the ants, and the microwave radiation, the source is the Big Bang.